Hi guys. Hi guys. Happy Monday. And you know Tuesday as follow. Guys, I wanted to get into a little snip of a topic today. In reference to, you already know, Adrian, Beloved Life, Mr. Nate, Darius. We're going to subside Zaddy Chung Chung. Because at this moment, Zaddy Chung Chung has absolutely nothing to do with the situation that's going on. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to my girl, Hadi Flaucci. That's my girl. I seen where she had put my video up, but she took it down for a moment. I don't know if it was a good, response or a negative response, but I'm sure it wasn't a negative response because that's my girl. I love her commentary. She speaks her mind. She speaks her channel. She speaks her topic. Now, when I spoke about the situation with Adrian Slave Variety and her sister Beloved Life, okay, they hurt each other back and forth. And no, as I state to you guys, I am not taking either or the other side. I am not covering up anything or sugarcoating anything for Miss Beloved because Miss Beloved can be a little ratchet herself. She could be a little sneaky and conniving herself. We all know that. Okay? Now, when I spoke about Adrian was saying that she had receipts on Beloved Life about, I guess, her past with an ex-gentleman named Craig. I don't know if he really exists or not, or if this is just an imaginary, you know, supposedly guy that Adrian Slay is talking about in reference to Beloved Life. Okay, that he's supposed to have receipts on her. Well, not actually receipts, but he knows a lot about her and that he wanted to talk to Adrian Slave Variety about her. This is what she quote unquote stated, that the gentleman DM'd her and he said that he was trying to get in touch with Beloved Life. So he supposedly had went through to Adrian Slave Variety in a DM to let her know that he wants to talk to her because he wanted Beloved to upgrade his brands or help him with his brands or whatever the means may be. Supposedly, the gentleman Craig said that he had a lot of information on Miss Beloved Life. Now, let me just say this, and I think I told you guys this in a video or two back ago, that I feel like, and I still stated the same, as I stated, I don't take sides, I just speak my topic on my channel. Do Beloved Life brags a little bit on a sleek slide tip? Absolutely. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Now, is she getting a little bit beyond measure with her conceitedness? I don't know if that's a word or not. If she's becoming conceited, or her head is already blown up, getting bigger and bigger by the day because she's a multi-millionaire now. Well, not a multi, but a millionaire now, and she's letting it swell her head. And I also spoke about the titles that Mr. Nate was making on Beloved's titles, of her videos and everything. Um, it's crazy because this thing is totally getting out of hand. Now, one thing I am going to say is that everything is speaking and spoken about Adrian Slave Variety as we do our topics and we speak on our channels about Adrian and Miss Beloved Life. Everything is being spoken about Adrian and everything is being spoken about Beloved Life with the riffraff going back and forth. Yeah. Now, supposedly this man, Craig's supposed to have some things on Beloved Life. And I guess at some point or another, Adrian Slave Variety supposedly are going to come up with some other, things about her and this gentleman. But all in all, I want to get down to the fact that I heard, Heidi say on her channel, I love that girl. I love her. I love her commentary. She speaks her mind. She keeps it 100. She keeps it pure and raw. And I don't think she edit or, take out anything. I love her channel. So go over to Hadi Flaucci. She's amazing. I love her. Now, with the situation with Darius, we know, and we all knew from day one when we first saw Darius, as Heidi said, when he had the little afro, he used to tuck his hair behind his ear. Now, if anyone or no one recognized that or seen that at that point in time that he quote unquote was actually letting people know that, hey, this is who I am. This is Darius Gaskin, and I need to let people know in a sneaky type of a way, or just basically coming out slowly and gradually that he's this. Now, I do not discriminate the LGBT because I have friends that are, GAY, male and female, and I do not discriminate. They are my associates, and I love them to death. I am a straight woman, and I don't discriminate them, and I don't bash them, and I don't dislike them because of who they are. Maybe people have been through some things in their lives, coming up as a child, and may have went through some physical aspects, in their lives, and maybe that's how they became that way. But all in all, if they are that way, to each his own, you are who you are, and just like Heidi said, she can actually see Darius transitioning. And I also see that as well because now he's like bold. He's bold and beautiful. He does has really nice skin. He's bold and beautiful, and now he's to the point that he doesn't give two shits about whoever knows that Darius Gaskin is GAY. To each his own. If that's his preference, that's his preference. But now let's get into the point that now he's majorly been in front of the camera with his mother, you know, consistently on the camera, tucking his hair behind his ear, which there was no hair there. And just like my girl Heidi said, she could see him putting some braids in his hair, and that's probably why he's letting his hair grow. Because if you notice, he shakes and shim his hair all over the place. Now he's wearing the fingernails, $150. I didn't see, I had to cut all my nails off because they was breaking off, and I hate that because I got to start all over again. But I couldn't see that someone paid $150 for some nails and had a little dot on their nails that costed them $150. Now, I'm not bashing my boy Darius Gaskin. I like Darius, you know. But the thing of it is that everything is being spoken, but nothing is actually being spoken about Darius. Who he is, what he's becoming, and in the near future, we may look up and, hey, to each his own. Darius may have some long weave in his hair. He may transition at some point. He may start to, want to do homo shots at some point. Now, does he dress feminine? He does dress feminine. And again, that's to each his own. But you never hear her speak anything about Darius, something like, well, you guys know that, Darius is my son, and you guys know, I don't know if you recognize or not, the difference in the changes in Darius as time progressed in all the videos that me and him have made over the years, and, how he's transforming, and now this is who my son is. I get that. I get that, but you speak about negativity and things like that. Now, when I stated that, what the word I'm looking for? When I stated that, Adrian was saying that supposedly Mr. Nate's supposed to be GAY, I don't know that for sure. Like I said, I don't know these people. I know nothing, absolutely nothing about these people. I only speak about what I see and what I hear on these channels. Now, with that being said, whether he is or not, there's nothing I can say or nothing I can do about it. Now, just like Adrian said, is it okay for a married woman, husband, to cheat on her when she knows that he is gay? Who's to say that he may be, and who's to say that he may not be? You know what I mean? But for me, if I know that my old man, or my husband is in that life, do you think that I'm going to marry him because I love him and knowing the fact that he is that way? No, I'm not going to do that because, first of all, I'm not going to be comfortable knowing that my guy or my husband is not totally interested in me. He's interested in men. I know that, maybe you've married me or you're with me because you're trying to hide your identity of who you really are. I don't know that for a fact if that man is gay or whatever the means may be. People can put allegations out on people that's not true, just saying. And I'm not going to say, it's true. And I'm not going to say it's not true because I don't know. I don't know these people. So I cannot put that out on that man and say Mr. Nate is gay. Now, what I will put out on him is that if he is creating these titles for Miss Beloved, it's wrong. You know what I mean? Did he admit to the fact that he's put these titles out for her? I'm not exactly sure. I think he probably said yes, or I don't know. I really don't know. But the fact of the matter is, if you're doing your videos, Miss Beloved, you should be able to put your own titles out on your videos that you are making. And when you come up with, on the videos and you're speaking about your topics and everything while you're eating, you know, instead of being spoken in a slick slide way, be 100 and just speak out clearly. And as I said, I am not taking either Adrian's side and I'm not taking Beloved's side. I'm just speaking my topic on my channel. Now, little be told that, okay, no one's, once again, no one is speaking any kind of type of thing about Darius. You know, do I think that Darius is treated better than Zeddy Chung Chung? Zeddy Chung Chung says, no, that's not a fact. That my mother treats me and him differently. My mother treats us equally. Well, to my opinion, that may be so. But the fact of the matter is, now, I am going to say this, and they may come for me. Beloved do treat Darius as if Darius is her bestie. She do treat Darius as Darius is one of her girlfriends, one of her ride-or-die girlfriends. She knows within that her son is gay. But I guess, hey, he's her son and she's going to love him regardless of whether he's gay, straight, or whatever the means may be. He's her child and she's going to love him one way or another. One way or another, she's going to love him, but she does, because they be together all the time or whatever, doing the claps together, the videos together and stuff. She treats him like he is an individual who is a female every aspect of the way. Now, does he get a little dainty when he's in the video? Yes, he gets very dainty in the videos now, because now that he's coming out, instead of just simply doing a video and say, hey, listen, this is, I need to bring this out because I'm sure that you guys see that, my performance when I am on the camera, you guys see that I'm very dainty, I'm very feminine. So I just need to let you guys know, whether you choose to like me or not, whether you choose to watch my videos or not. But this is who Darius Gaskin is. This is Darius Gaskin, and I am gay. Simple as that. And do he need to announce that to people all over the world? No, he doesn't necessarily have to announce it, because it is actually seen who he is. When he does the TikToks, and when he did that video with his mother in the bathroom and he was doing that dance and everything, we can all see that Darius is gay. I love Darius, and I'm not going to try to discriminate him or bash him for who he is, because who he is who he is. And that's who he chooses to be. That's who he's going to choose to be. Is Darius tired of being a male figure and he may transition over to being the other way? Well, if he do choose to do that, whether it be told or not, he is still considered a man. He's still considered a man. If he has a penis between his legs, he is still a man, whether he choose to transition over or not. He's still considered a man. Now that he's getting bold and beautiful with it, he's carrying the purses, he's wearing the nails, he's wearing the braids, letting his hair grow out, he's wearing the tight clothes, and he only shops at female stores to get his jeans and his shirts and everything. That gives us who he is. That's why I said, is it necessarily, or do he have to come out and present himself to say, hey, this is Darius Gaskin and I am gay? No, he does not have to do that, because it is already seen. And again, I do not discriminate the LGBT because I have friends who are like that. Very, very, very dainty and very, very, very butch. To each his own. That's their preference, you know. But all in all, just like, she thinks that, I don't know. I think in a sense of speaking, everybody puts Miss Beloved on a high pedestal, put her way up there. I mean, she became successful very, very quickly. And that's a blessing. That is truly a blessing. And when I said, Adrian could have pursued and proceed and her success, but she went about it all in the wrong aspect of the way. Now, to get on here and to say, I am the enemy, you are directly looking at the enemy, I think that was so, very much so, naive. That was very much so bad. I could never get on here, regardless of whether my sister was successful or not. Whether my sister was poor but a beautiful, pretty black woman, and I just had that envious about her because she's so damn pretty and built up so damn nice. Let me tell you something. Everybody has some sort of a notch, a niche of a jealousy of someone, somewhere. If it's in family, outside of the family, supposedly friends, everyone has some sort of a notch, a pinch, an inch of jealousy about someone. Now, let me just give you a pride example. I have someone who doesn't like me, who despises me, because they despise someone else that they don't get along with and who they don't like, who they have confrontation with. And they know that I associate with this person. Is this person that I associate with right? Is this person that I associate with a ride or die for me and who I can call a friend? Absolutely not. I could never call them a friend. I could only call them an acquaintance. An acquaintance, because I know within that they're not a friend to me because I have had things done wrong to me through and from this acquaintance. But I still, me, as Anastasia GHIRADELLI'S world, I don't hold any animosity, hatred, jealousy in my heart. I'm not built like that. I was not raised like that. I always was told to forgive. I was always told to live and let live. But I know how far to go with the acquaintance, if you get me. I know how far to go with the acquaintance. I know what and what not to say out my mouth to the acquaintance because I know that there's no trust there. I know that there's no trust there. Now, with that being said, Adrian, I just really, think that that was very, very harsh. And again, I'm not taking Beloved's side and I'm not taking Adrian's side. I'm just saying on my channel that that was very, very harsh for you to say, you're looking at the enemy. The enemy is here. Grill. Baby, I got the receipts. So I guess this gentleman, Craig, or whomever he may be, if he exists, or if he's an imaginary, supposed to be acquaintance, who's telling her all of this, or supposedly getting ready to tell her this about this lady. Now, yes, as I stated to you guys, I think, in my opinion, we all fall short. We all go through trials and tribulations. It is a blessing from God that this woman has succeeded and made it to where she is today. But let me just say this. What goes up can come down. What you accomplish and achieve, you can lose it all within a blink of an eye. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be mindful, cautious, and careful sometimes how you conduct yourself and sometimes how you speak the words that come out your mouth. Now, with that being said, was that should have been told on camera that this man, this woman husband is gay? Because actually we know that accusation was thrown at this woman, Beloved Life. Is it okay for a married woman to cheat on her gay husband? Mm, mm. I don't know if Beloved is cheating or not. I don't know if she has cheated in the past with this supposedly man named Craig or not. If it is so, to each his own, is all I'm saying. You know, As of now, is Mr. Nate supposedly gay? I don't know. I don't know. I cannot label that man as gay. I don't know him. I don't know her. I really don't. I don't even know Adrian. I don't know these people. I just speak my topics on the channel. Now, again, if I knew that my husband was gay, why should I have married him? Why would I set myself up literally knowing that I am not the interest? He is not, I am not his interest. He is interested in a male, but he uses me to cover his sexuality up. But at the end of the day, you may be sneaking out, saying that you're going to the store, or I got to ride down to Home Depot, and you may be going somewhere else to meet somebody else. Now, I'm going to give you a prime example of a story that I heard some years ago. Okay? There was this young lady who was married to this man. And all the while that she was married to this gentleman, I don't know if she had any type of an inkling that this man was gay or whatever the means may be. But supposedly, every time you turned around, her husband was going on these business trips, these big, supposedly business trips. But in all reality, yeah, he was going on business trips. He was going to meet his mate, which is another male. He was going to meet another male. How she found out about it, I'm not exactly sure how she found out about it, but it was told that she found about him, going to meet his lover. Was she devastated? Of course she was devastated, because she probably didn't have the least inkling of this man being gay. She probably didn't have the least inkling of this man traveling out and saying he's going on big business trips, but all the while he was going to hotels and meeting his mate. Now, with that being said, guys, that can be a very, very dangerous, toxic situation that can make the male or the female sick. Because prior to that, you're going to meet this man, but you don't know what this man who you're going to meet has had relationships with other males. Just saying. Just giving you an example. And then you're going over here and you're meeting this man and you're being intimate with him and not knowing that he may have been acquainted with something or someone else. Unprotective. And then you go over there because you're being sneaky and conniving, and you're going over there and you're meeting your mate, but you're supposed to be quote unquote on this big business trip, but it's not a business trip. It's a business trip, all right. It's the things of the things and the things. Then you come back because now you have to play that role of being that husband, that macho man. And you got to play the role when you come home to be able to mate with your companion, your wife or your girlfriend, knowing that this is not really what you want. This is not really what you want to be, but you got to do this to cover your tracks. But let me tell you something, guys. At any point or another, if that is so, somehow, some way, you will leave an evidence behind. You will lose track of what you're doing, and you will leave some evidence behind, and then boom, that's where everything falls apart. And then boom, next thing you know, either you, the male, becomes sick, either you, the male, wind up giving the wife something that you know that's going to literally kill her at some point or another. Now, like they said, you can live with it if you get me what I'm saying. But why live that life? If that is who you are and that's what you're interested in and that's who, you want to be who you are. You don't need to hide yourself of your sexuality. Be who you are. Simple as that. Point blank, period. Because if in the midst of it all, you're trying to cover and hide who you really are, it comes back, and it comes back to bite you. The damage will eventually be done. The reveal will eventually come upon. You will find out who exactly this person really is. Just saying, So I say this to say that, you know, um, was it right? Adrian, we all know that Adrian has, mental issues, you know what I mean? But, hey, it is what it is, you know what I mean? This is YouTube, and people are going to speak their topics on these channels, whether it be good or bad. People are going to speak their topics. People are going to be manipulators. They're going to lie. They're going to throw false accusations and all the above, if you get me what I'm saying. Now, was it right for her to sit there if that man Craig told her? And I don't know if that man told her that he knows something about this man, this gentleman, Miss Beloved husband. I don't know, being, GAY. I don't know. I don't know if that's an accusation that she's falsely making up. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if that is true or not. But one thing I am going to say is that if that is so, why cover it? Why hide it? Be who you are. Now, you, a woman of character who knows, and I'm just, I'm not speaking on one individual person. I'm speaking to multiple people. All ethnic, all women, all men or whatever. If that is so, let's take this as a prime example. Women, if you know that you see any sort of a kind of an inkling about your man being that way, you better step out ASAP. Now, just because you love him, or just because he love you, because you may be one of those ones that rock with the females, so it's a tick for tack. It could be either or the other. But I feel as though if you guys watch the movie Temptation, it told it all. That movie, yo, that movie had me shook. Now I'm going to give you another prior example. The gentleman that I was with for 9 years or another, the Haitian guy, the married man. I'm telling you, in the back of my mind, I used to have an inkling that, you know, is he a little bit, uh, mm, eh, uh, mm, mm, you know, had a little bit of sugarfoot in his tank. But see, Anastasia, excuse me, I probed. I probed. So one day, he had asked me, and one day I was flashing through my phone. This was about 3 years ago. I was flashing through my phone. And so happened I went to, someone was telling me about Viva, or something, because I was looking for this African gentleman that was supposed to be on Viva. And one of my associates told me that the African guy that I was talking to from Nigeria, I can't put his name out there, he was supposed to be, you know, and they said, oh, the pictures that you showed me of him, I seen him on Viva with all these men. And I said, no, that can't be so. You know what I mean? He likes women. He has a lot of female friends. Well, who am I to sit here and cover this man ass up when I truly don't know anything about this man? This man is from Nigeria. So you all the way over there on the other side of the damn globe, and I have no idea who you really are, what you're really into, what you really like, whether it be male or female. But they said that they saw him on Viva. I argued the issue down, and I said, no, that cannot be true. Me and this gentleman used to talk on Skype. We used to talk on we didn't talk on Duo because I didn't know anything about Duo then. We used to talk on Skype all the time. We used to talk on, he just type me or call me, and we talked all the time. And he was always talking about coming over to the States and this, that, and the other, and, how much he cared for me and how much he want to be with me. But in all reality, it wasn't about caring or wanting to be with me. It was all about getting that green card and staying here in the United States. Well, bro, you wasn't going to get it through me. Trust and believe, you wasn't going to get it through me. However you was going to get it, you wasn't going to get it through me. So I went along with the gap in the game, with him lying and everything, but in the midst of it all, at the beginning, I didn't think he was lying. I was new to you. I was new to Facebook. So, you meet somebody, so you request them as a friend, or they request you as a friend, and you go in and you click on it, you accept the request. But in reality, guys, pride example, in reality, guys, when they told me they seen him on Viva or something like that, it was true. This African dude was just as giddy and gay as ever. But I still liked him as my friend. It wasn't the fact that me and him was intimate. It wasn't the fact that he came over from his country to this state and, me and him became intimate, or I let him into my home. I'm very cautious about, first and foremost, of letting anyone in my home. I'm very cautious about, first and foremost, about laying down with somebody. I don't lay down with anybody. I'm not that gullible and desperate for no damn ping ping. You know that thing they call pangolin down there in between their legs? Because I don't know where they putting that pangolin. Okay? And truth be told, they was like, okay, I'm going to show you. Because I showed them who he was. And I thought he was very, very cute. And, I was really interested in him. And, like I said, I was new to Facebook, you know. And, he tried to fill my head up with the manipulative lies and this, that, and the